Hi everyone, Gemma here. Thank you for watching today. So in this video we're going to be using the Magic Colour Slide mechanism die set from Made to Surprise, but just using it in an alternative way. So we've got this lovely bright colourful card and we've got the zebra on the front, Time to Go Wild. Pull that piece out and then you've got another card that says Snappy Birthday to You. And then we've got Have a Rawsome Day. And then finally, Let's Monkey Around on Your Birthday. So I've stamped and coloured these images. I just think they look really sweet. I just love these sort of animals, these critters. Very cute. So I'm just going to pop that back inside. So let's get into the tutorial. So this is the Going Wild stamp and die set. So you've got the monkey, the zebra, the flamingo. You've got sort of some leaves and foliage and flowers here. So they're stamps with outline dies. Then you've got the sentiment stamps. And then these elements along the edge here are dies. So same then for the wild friends. You've got your animals, your critters with your stamp and outline die, your sentiments, and then your dies. So I'm using this alongside with the Made to Surprise Magic Colour Slide 5x7 mechanism die set. So I'm using it in a slightly different way. I'll show you the traditional sort of magic colour slide. So this is using the 6x6 mechanism die set. And you pull this to reveal the colour underneath. Now you could use this in a different way. You could have your stamped and coloured image here on the front with your sentiment, and then you could have a hidden message inside. You could have maybe a gift voucher in here. You know, there's lots of ways to sort of use this. But I just wanted to bring this on just to show you another variation of using it. So you would cut your acetate piece and the piece underneath, and you would stamp onto the acetate with some stays on, and then on the white cardstock with your memento or your alcohol friendly ink, and then just colour that in. So I've got all my elements prepared and I'll just talk you through what I've cut from the die set and manually. So for my card base, I've cut a piece of 10x7 along the 10-inch side, scored at 5, and that gives me my 5x7 card base. I've then got 2 pieces of white cardstock that measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and I've cut that twice in white cardstock, one to go on the front and then one to go on the inside, just to help sort of balance that piece, make it a bit more sturdier. Then using the die set, I've cut this stitch frame in some lovely green cardstock, and that's going to sit over the top there. Then using the frame die, I haven't cut the whole thing. I've just cut the bottom section, the front section, and I've cut that twice. Attach those together using some collal glue just to really help strengthen that piece. I've also cut a piece of acetate and attached that on the inside, and I've got some foam tape here which I'll talk you through in a moment, but I'll just finish talking through the pieces that I've cut. So then you've got sort of this matte layer that sits inside this pocket for the magic colour slide. So I've cut that, stamped and coloured on there. So I've got Let's Monkey Around on Your Birthday. So that's going to be on the very back. That will sit here and act as this sort of pocket that will hold these 3 other pieces. So I've used this die here and I've just trimmed off the edge, because this is sort of your stopper for when you pull up that piece on your magic colour slide. So I didn't need those because I want them to pull away completely. So I've cut that 3 times. Again, stamped and coloured my images. So I've got Time to Go Wild, Have a Rawsome Day, Snappy Birthday to You. So I think I'm going to have Time to Go Wild, Snappy Birthday to You, Have a Rawsome Day, Let's Monkey Around on Your Birthday. So lots of lovely sentiments, and I just love the foliage there in the background. And you've got the word pull here, which embosses on the cardstock, and I just went in sort of inside the groove with a black fine tip pen and just followed that around just to emphasize those the embossing more. So I'll set this to one side now. So with your frame piece, add your acetate, and then you want to take one of your pull pieces, line it up on the front to the center there, hold that in place and place it down on your desk. And then I added my foam strips either side of this to create a track, so that this will hold this pocket piece in place, or create a pocket piece I should say, and then hold this pull piece in place. So I've added a bit of extra foam on the outside, just again to help stabilize that piece and I don't sort of have any sink in. And those three pieces will now sit nicely inside there. So I want to add these two pieces together to create my pocket. So I'm just going to remove all the backing from the foam. You want to be quite precise with this because of this circular piece at the top here. Obviously, if you don't have this die set, you could create this by hand. I just want to provide some inspiration for those that do have it. So ideally, you want to really start at the top here so you don't have any overhang on that circular piece, that semicircular piece, and then just place that down. And then the three pieces will sit inside like so. Sorry if I was slightly off camera there, I was just concentrating on getting that in place. So I've still got some exposed adhesive and I want to add clar glue on the back of here, but I need to assemble my card. So I'm just going to set that to one side a moment and just start attaching everything together. So I've gone ahead and added my white panel to the front. Next, I'm going to bring in some foam adhesive. And I'm going to pop this green panel up onto my card base. But I just like to add a little bit of liquid glue on the back to just help with my placement. So just double check I've got this in the right orientation. I'm just going to place that in the center of that white panel then. And I'm going to add some clar glue to the back of this piece. And just focus on getting that in the center of that green panel. I think that's about right. So I've got these additional pieces to decorate the frame. something like this. And I'll just show you this. You pull one out at a time to reveal all of the messages. So I need to be mindful of this sentiment when adding my additional elements. So I don't want to cover any of that up. And then just double check sort of all of your other pieces that it doesn't block any of the sentiment sort of section. So there's the finished card. I've gone pretty simple in terms of the decoration on the frame. I wanted, you know, the centerpiece to be those pull-out pieces. So open the card up, plenty of room to write your message. And then we've got time to go wild. Snappy birthday to you. Have a rawsome day. Let's monkey around on your birthday. I think it's so fun and just an alternative way of using that magic colour slide. Lovely, bright and colourful card there, and I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. Any products used will be listed in the description box below. If you've enjoyed today's video, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, maybe you'd consider subscribing to the channel. Once again, thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely crafty day, and I'll see you in the next one.